Hey folks, we've got one more video in this series here so that we can get you to a level 3 for your CNC machining standard. And the good news is today's video is going to be pretty short and sweet. The last video, we hit 3 of these learning targets. It was a 20-minute video. Thanks for hanging with me through all of that. Today's video, we're just going to talk about this final learning target on here. Students can post-process toolpaths using the CAM software. This goes very quick and it's very straightforward. Yesterday, everybody might have been going different directions in that previous video. For this one, it's all going to be kind of the same series of mouse clicks. So let's go to Inventor. I've still got my file open. Again, if you're on the home screen, you're going to have to pick your file out and come into the CAM tab. And we are going to post-process. Post-process is just a fancy word for turn this video, because that's really all we've done so far is make a video of a cutting tool moving around into an actual code that we can input into the router and have the router output this cutting pattern that we want to make. So go ahead and click post-process. If you haven't used this before, you may have trouble with finding this first one. So we might have to click a couple of buttons, but come to this drop down and see if you can find the Mach 3 mill. That's the type of mill we run in class. If it's not showing up, you're going to need to click on Setup and then go to Open Autodesk HMS Post Library. It's going to bring you to this link. And if you scroll down on this menu here, you can see it gives all sorts of different mills. We want to find one that's going to look like this logo. It'll say ArtSoft, but instead of Mach 3 Plasma, that's what we've got in the metal shop, we're looking for the Mach 3 mill. Once you've found that one, you can click download, and it will download the Mach 3 mill software that we're going to use to post-process. Okay? So again, you're going to click download. Not a whole lot's going to happen, but when you get back to Inventor, you'll be able to click on this drop down and find the Mach 3 mill. Okay? So then the last thing we want to pay attention to here is under program settings. This is what we're going to call our file. Right now it says program name or number. We don't want to number it in our class. If you were working in a machine shop somewhere, your boss might tell you number them, or they might tell you give them distinct file names. We're going to call this by our last name. All right, and then we're going to call it sign. Right, and then we're also going to call it 22 because that was the year we did it in. All right, that'll make it, again, easier for us to find this when we go to open it up out on the CNC router. So now we're going to hit that post button. This is like doing a file save as, and it's asking, where do you want to save this file? My recommendation would be, if you think back to our first video that we did in this series, save it to your Google Drive folder that we set up. So I'm going to go to Google Drive. I'm going to go to My Drive. Don't judge me. I've got a messy drive. I'm going to look for that folder that I made. You know, again, don't judge me. Someday when you've been teaching as long as I have, you might have that many folders too. All right, so what did I call it? I think I called it Woods 2 2021. Oh, we gotta go date modified. Let's see, lit team. No, I don't want lit team. All right, I'm starting to judge myself. I'm thinking it might be time to clean up my folder. There it is, Inventor files for Woods 2. I knew I called it something descriptive. All right, so again, Coleman, sign 2022. Here's going to be your last name, sign 2022. Go ahead and hit the save button. Okay, this is going to open up a new program now. All right, so this wheel is going to spin, and the computer just generated all of this code for you. So this is the code that we're going to feed into the CNC router, and it will tell the router what to do. Now, I'd like you to look for two things on here. Remember, we did a 2D contour and a 2D pocket, so it should have your name up top. And then we should see 2D pocket. And if we scroll down on here, we should also see somewhere 2D contour in parentheses. Right? I am not seeing my 2D contour in parentheses. So I need to go back to Inventor. And probably what happened when I hit post process is I had selected this 2D pocket. And so I want to go to setup number 2, and I'm going to post process that. All right. So again, I'm going to change my name here to Coolman Sign 2022 post. I'm going to go into, are you ready for this? We're going to go into Inventor Files for Woods 2 there. I found my quick access. I'm going to click on this sign name because it's the one I want to save over top. I'm going to click Save. Say, yes, I want to replace it. I'm going to say, yes, I want to reload it. All right, and this time if I look, I can see in parentheses the name of my file. I can see my 2D contour, and if I scroll down lower on here, I can see my 2D pocket. So my 2D pocket starts on line 50. Yours will probably be around the same place in there. All right, so just do a quick visual, confirm you've got your 2D pocket, your 2D contour. Right? And up top here, you've got your name on it. And that is all you need to do to check off this final box. Not that, but this final box here. Students can post-process toolpaths using the CAM feature. All right? And at that point, I will check this out on my return when I'm in class with you next. I'll make sure you've got this done. And we'll get that recorded in the grade book as you being proficient at this standard.